Hanahan. You're in the art room with Miss Cromer.
And Olive.
And you're watching
Hawk's Eye View.
Welcome back to the worldwide leader of all things Hanahan. I'm Molly Ducker. It's Friday, February 28th, and you're watching Hawk's Eye View. Let's start the show off with a topic that affects a large part of our student body. I'm talking about 504 plans. As you may have heard, Section 504 might be going away soon. For more on that, let's send it over to HEV's own McKenna Hanna.
Thanks, Molly. In September of last year, the Attorney Generals of 17 different states, including South Carolina, filed a lawsuit against the United States government. This lawsuit is called Texas v. Becerra, and it pushes to get rid of Section 504. Section 504 is part of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. This law protects people with disabilities by not allowing discrimination against disabled people in any place that receives government funds. This applies to places such as hospitals and schools, and relevant to us, this allows students to receive 504 plans. This gives accommodations to disabled people to give them a fair playing field academically. The pictures above are of the 1977 Disability Rights Sit-in to make the government enforce Section 504.
It's a lawsuit that asks the court to overturn a piece of law called Section 504. Section 504 was passed initially in the 1970s, and it protects the rights of people with disabilities. It's especially important in schools and in medical settings. So, for example, this is the law that requires schools to accommodate students with disabilities, including learning disabilities.
All a 504 plan is to help level the playing field for students who have other health impairments to students that do not. So our students that have ADHD, that have anxiety, that have a lot of other health impairments, this helps make sure that they are able to learn the same as somebody who does not have that impairment. It keeps them equal in the playing field. And this 504 plan can go with them to college, which can help make them be successful further on in life.
What happened recently in February 2025 was that disabled people and advocates for people with disabilities and their friends and family members all started asking attorneys general to back away, to drop this lawsuit.
If you want your voice to be heard, you can always contact your representatives. If you live in South Carolina, our Attorney General is Alan Wilson. You can contact him at 803-734-3970. The U.S. government received the court papers this past Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. For more information, you can check out the website on the screen, Disability Rights Education and Defense Fund. I'm McKenna Hanna for Hawk's Eye View. Now, let's send it on back to Molly in the studio.
Thanks, McKenna. Hey Hawks, have you thought about your future lately? Make sure you schedule your IGP meeting so you know how to make the most out of your time here at Hanahan to set yourself up for the best future possible. IGPs are a great way to make sure you are on track to graduate. It also gives you a chance to pick some fun classes for next school year. All IGPs need to be done by March, so if you have not had an IGP meeting already, schedule one today. Speaking of the future, most of you seniors will be walking the graduation stage soon, so make sure you have all of your graduation supplies. Next week, on Tuesday, March 4th, Herff Jones will be passing out graduation supplies. They will be here during all 3 lunches, so if you ordered before December 1st, make sure you stop by during lunch to pick up your order. And I'm sure you seniors are interested in some free money, right? Hawks, don't forget it's not too late to earn money for scholarships. Make sure to check out the Hawk Scholarship Update each month. We want to specially highlight the Teacher Forum Scholarship that offers a $2,500 scholarship for a CTE completer. The deadline to apply is Friday, March 14th. Please see Miss Barber in guidance with any questions. Since February is coming to an end, let's finish Black History Month off in the most delightful way possible. Here's HEV's own Justin Maduro with more.
Thanks, Molly. Now, I know it's the end of Black History Month, but let's celebrate it in style. Did you know that before we had people like Kendrick Lamar, Outkast, or even NWA, we had no black rap on the radio until this one group came along?
In 1979, 3 men named Master G, Big Bang Hank,
and Wonder Mike formed a group called the Sugar Hill Gang. They named their group after their Harlem neighborhood they grew up in.
Here's Wonder Mike, Hank, and Master G, the Sugar Hill Gang.
Their debut single, literally their first song they released, made history, finding airplay in New York and all across the country.
And my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello.
In a time when rap and hip-hop couldn't be found on the airwaves, Rapper's Delight not only carved out a spot, it became the first rap song to crack not only the Billboard 100, it broke top 40, landing on 36 on January 5th, 1980.
The rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along.
The Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight was the first commercially successful rap record. The song changed the black music scene as the years and decades followed. The genre eventually evolved into the rap we know and love today. In fact, the Sugar Hill Gang also influenced many artists that you may know and love, such as Method Man, Dr. Dre, and 50 Cent. Well, Hanahan, now I know the impact Sugar Hill Gang had on the black community. Now back to Molly in the studio.
Thanks, Justin. Hey, Hanahan, are you looking for a good way to give back? Good thing HOSA is hosting a blood drive. On Thursday, HOSA hosted the annual HHS blood drive. Hawks who were generous enough to donate blood received a $50 gift card on top of helping out our low country community. So make sure you give back if you can. In other school news, our band here at Hanahan keeps racking up the honors. Last week, Hanahan was represented at the USC Band Honor Clinic by 15 students. The event had students from 5 states for a weekend of learning from 4 clinician conductors from across the region. Congratulations to Jackson Gordon, Candace Taylor, Luke Woodall, Sam Cott, Emily Ziegler, Lena Rafferty, Angel Hardwick, Naomi Driscoll, Link Sonata Fomavong, Dylan Massey, Adeline Leonard, April Alvarez, Asa Estacio, Kayla Kenyon, and Rosie Leggett for being selected. Congratulations, guys! You might need a treat to reward yourselves for your hard work. Good thing next Thursday is National Oreo Day. Next Thursday, March 6th, is National Oreo Cookie Day. In honor of this day, Renaissance will be passing out Oreos in the morning at the front of the school and at the bus loop. Make sure you grab your Oreos on the way in. Something even more exciting than Oreos is that our Hanahan prom will be here before you know it. But do you know all the details? Well, I know someone that does. So let's turn it over to HEV's own prom expert, Samantha Warner, with more.
Thanks, Molly. I've seen the plans for this year's prom, and it's looking like it's going to be an unforgettable night. As we've told you before, the date is set for Saturday, April 26th at the Omar Shrine Temple, located next to the aircraft carrier in Mount Pleasant. The doors will open at 7 p.m. and the fun will continue all the way till 11 p.m. But what about ticket prices?
So the process in order to buy a prom ticket is going to be in the hallway. You will find QR codes and you will scan those QR codes, and inside of that will be a form where you fill out your name and your email address. Once I get that, then I will go ahead and email you back with whether or not you owe obligations or whether you're clear. If you're a person buying a ticket, all obligations must be cleared, even if you're a guest or an inside guest of one of the students buying your ticket. Those obligations could be anywhere from sports, athletics, and cafeteria, textbooks, library, or senior fees. Once you're cleared, you will get emailed back with your authorization code in order to buy your tickets at hawkathletics.net.
This year's prices after pre-sale are $70 for seniors, $80 for juniors, and $85 for all underclassmen guests. If you're bringing a guest that doesn't attend Hanahan, their ticket will be $90. Remember, only juniors and seniors can buy prom tickets. Hawk's Eye View will continue to keep you informed with all the news for prom up until the big day on April 26th. But for now, I'm Samantha Warner for Hawk's Eye View. Now let's send it back to Molly in the studio.
Thanks, Sam. The weather has been warming up this week, but I wonder what this weekend has in store for us. Good thing we have HEV's own weather expert, Stephen Slaughter, for a rundown on this weekend's weather. Steph, is it going to stay warm or is it going to cool off?
Thanks, Molly, and welcome back to this week's weather forecast. I know you all missed us last week, but now we're back to it. You can blame Hines for that because he left us. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the forecast. Friday night, expect mostly clear skies with a low in the high 40s after nightfall. Going into Saturday, we have sunny skies and midday highs within the mid-60s. You have a pretty clear Saturday night as temps fall into the high 40s again. Finally, on Sunday, the sun stays put and we have highs in the mid-60s and a low of about 45 degrees. That's all I have for your weather forecast, Hanahan. As you can tell, the temperatures are starting to slowly rise, and to be honest, I'm just ready for spring break. I'm Seven Slaughter with H&B Weather. Now, let's send it back to Molly in the studio.
Thanks, Steph. The weather is heating up just like our HHS spring athletes. For more on that, let's send it over to Lauren first in the HEV Sports Center to give us a rundown on all things Hawk sports. Lauren?
Thanks, Molly, and welcome back to the HEV Sports Center. Last weekend, some of our Hawk wrestlers traveled to the Florence Civic Center to compete for the state championship. Here's Avery Womble with the pin that advanced him to day 2 of the state finals. Here is Eddie Yambao with the rollover that later leads him to get the pin. Congratulations to all 11 of our state wrestlers for advancing to day 2 of the state finals. And a special congratulations to Owen Miller for placing 4th, Avery Womble for placing 5th, and Andrew Avery for placing 6th. Finally, Hawkseye View wants to give a shout out to Hunter Teal for placing 3rd at the state championship in the 132 weight class. Congratulations, wrestlers. Now let's talk about our Winter Guard. Our Hanahan Winter Guard traveled to Chapin High School for the CWEA Winter Guard competition. They took home 6th place. Great job, Winter Guard. That's all the news we have for you this week. Now let's take a look at my calendar for some exciting upcoming games and events. Over the weekend, your baseball team will be playing in the PBR Shipyard preseason tournament. Good luck, boys. On Saturday, your softball team will travel to the Bank Sports Complex in Gilbert for the Tomahawk Invitational. On Saturday, your track team will travel to West Ashley for the Wildcat Classic. The meet will begin at 9 a.m. and this is your Hawks' first meet of the season, so make sure you are there to cheer them on. Also, over the weekend, your boys' soccer team will be competing in the Charleston Soccer Shootout. Then on Tuesday night, the boys will travel to St. John's High School to take on the Islanders at 7 p.m. On the girls' side of things, your girls' soccer team will travel to Berkeley on Tuesday night to take on the Stags at 7 p.m. On Monday, your boys' golf team will start their season off by traveling to Westcott for the Patriot Invitational. The boys will hit the green at 9 a.m. Those were just a few of the games we have coming up. For the rest of our upcoming games, tickets, scores, and events, visit hawkathletics.net. Well, Hanahan, that was all the sports we have for you this week. Now let's send it back to Molly in the studio. Molly?
Thanks, Lauren. Last week, we celebrated President's Day. So this week, HEV's own Connor Requidan decided to go out and see just how much y'all know about U.S. history. Here's the latest edition of my favorite segment, Questions with Connor.
See this fatty?
Yeah. What's your hidden talent? You have a date homecoming? No. What's your hidden talent? What'd you give me for my birthday? What's up, Hanahan? You know me. I'm the smartest in my class, the valedictorian 2025. But I want to find out if everyone else is as smart as me. So let's get it. Who's the first president of the United States? Who fought in the Civil War? What's the square root of 4? 4? 16. Yeah, you got it. You got it. No help, no help, no help.
Abraham Lincoln?
The British?
Wait.
Who's on the $2 bill?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. Who fought in the Civil War? Who fought in the Civil War?
Isn't it Napoleon?
Who fought in the Civil War?
I don't know.
What is it?
British.
I'm gonna quiz you on your own test. All right. Wait, does it say if it's right or wrong?
America and Canada.
Blink is the first step in cellular respiration that begins releasing energy stored in glucose. What's the answer? Who's on the $2 bill?
Is it Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, it is. Okay. Good job.
Biotic. Antibiotic.
No. What's the square root of 4? If oxygen is not present, glucose is followed by?
Antibiotic.
No.
16.
Yep. Yeah.
I saw antibiotic.
She definitely cheated on this test. Well, Hanahan, y'all obviously ain't as smart as me, but y'all did okay. Well, kinda. But for now, let's send over to Molly in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, Hawks. From all of us here at Hawks Eye View, I'm Molly Ducker, and we hope you have an amazing weekend, Hanahan.
Y'all might have seen the trend on TikTok where you get your parents to read off some of your favorite brain rot terms.
We don't have our parents here today, so we're going to get some of your favorite teachers to say some brain rot terms.
Let's go!
Ski DB toilet riz. I don't know what the heck.
What the Sigma?
Negative aura.
Kumalalas.
Hyperpigmentation.
Only in Ohio.
Nonchalant dread head.
Skibidi toilet riz.
Kumalala savesta.
Sussy imposter. Oh, this is like the sus bus, right?
Jiggle yang in the Fu man. I can't even pronounce that.